Hey everybody, Justin here. Thank you for checking out this video. I have someone down here that I think wants to say hello. Oh my gosh. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. One. Gosh, she's so heavy. Come on. Come here. Come here. Oh. She's not really a little puppy anymore. All right. Fuzzy, down you go. I don't remember where I was, but in this video, I want to share a randomized educational spreadsheet that I did. And this one is on skip patterns. So let me back up a second. We created these randomized educational spreadsheets during like the height of the COVID times. 2020, parents and educators were freaking out, and kids were at home, and parents were working from home and all this stuff. So the idea was that our child and our friends, their children could just open up these worksheets, maybe refresh a couple random numbers, change some parameters, and then print it out, in less than a minute. Get a nice worksheet that's fresh every time, and that could be easily edited to last a while and stuff. So I wanted to share those. You might find them useful. They're all free. They're just Excel files. You can change them however you'd like. I just ask that if you do, just keep statisticool.com there, or this is courtesy of statisticool.com or Justin Smith or something like that. But you can go to Content, Kids Activities, and the one that I'll be sharing today is the skip counting one. So a skip counting is like, from math like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, although that's a little boring one, But kids can learn these, and these are actually very good for adults to learn too, looking at, sequences. So let me share this screenshot of just one possible realization from the spreadsheet. So the idea is to fill in the blanks. And again, it'll print out whatever today's date is, and some instruction. Complete the skip counting pattern. So the first one, 12, 13, 14, okay, 15, 16, 17. That one's not too challenging, but maybe if your kid's just starting out, it could be, especially the more blanks there are, and I'll get to that in a second. Second one is similar, right? This third one looks like it skips by 10 every time, so this would be 39, 69. This one skips by 10. This one skips by 2, so 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and so on. You get the idea. Those ones actually happen to turn out fairly easy, but it's not always the case, and we can control those parameters a bit. So you can download the spreadsheet here. I already have one open that I'm going to bring up. Okay, so what this is, by the way, this is all kind of background computation stuff. When you do file print, it'll just print this out, as that's the area I have set for the print area, as you can see. So it'll just print that out. So here are this controls like, so it'll do 5 different skip patterns on this worksheet. You can change that. You can if you know Excel, you can add more, or you can just delete some if you don't want that many. That's totally fine. But this will control the first skip pattern. As you can see here, the start is 8, right? The increment is 1. And so this just goes, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's where that's coming from. Now, what I have here is the probability of being blank for any of these numbers. So that's why, here's the original sequence, but here's the sequence once you take into account the probability of any of those numbers being blank. That's why there's a blank here, there's a blank here, here, and consequently over there. If I set this higher, now you don't want to set it too high. You don't want everything to be blank, or else the student's not going to be able to catch what the pattern is. Like if I set it to, 99% chance and they're all going to be blank, well then you can't fill in anything, right? Even if you set it much lower than that, sometimes you don't know the pattern. Like this one it goes 26 to 30. So maybe this is 28 right here. And then you can work backwards and you can work forwards. But again, setting it too high you want to avoid because you want there to be enough clues there. And likewise, you wouldn't want to set it very low because say I put it at 1%, oh whoops, 0.01, and everything's filled in. So there's nothing to complete, right? So you want to set it to where it's high enough you get blanks, but not too high that they're all blanks, or not too low that every number is filled in. Through trial and error, I found, 15%, 20%, that's usually pretty good to get stuff filled in enough, but not too much. So that's, I'm sorry, point 2 actually. Now you could have some that are filled in. Again, you can refresh the random numbers by pressing F9, and then it'll create new ones. So you can do this until you get a realization like this that has everything that has at least one blank in it. Okay, so a little bit of trial and error. Like I said, you can, if you don't want to do 5, you can just say maybe do only 3 and delete these 2. But anyways, so each one of these will have a random start between 0 and 20, and a random increment between 1 and 10. If you don't like things to count by 1, simply change this to 2, and you'll never get a sequence that's like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll always have the increment be at least 2. So if you want to work with really small numbers, maybe your child has not quite mastered larger numbers, then simply change this 0 and 20 to like 0 to 10 or something. That's totally fine. You can change this however you'd like. So, but anyways, that's all I got. I just wanted to share that. We thought it was really straightforward to do to learn skip counting this way. And you can change these parameters a bit and kind of see how many sequences you want, kind of fool around with the probability of some numbers being blank. And that's all I got. So I hope you and your child can find this useful, or if you know friends their children might benefit from this, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe, and give me a comment on this video. And that's all I got. So I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.